After dilly-dallying for the longest time, Pakistan has officially come out and said that the NSA-level talks have been cancelled. In a fresh statement, Pakistan once again attempts to blame India and says talks have been cancelled due to traditional obstinacy of India, but the truth cannot be further away from that. We do have General Shankar Roy Chaudhary, Sushant Sareen and Major General G.D. Bakshi who are joining us. Good evening, gentlemen. And it is again how Pakistan is trying to bail out, isn't it? Let's start with Major General G.D. Bakshi. General Bakshi, this is what Pakistan does time and again. They make their promise. They try to show it to the international platform that they are committed to talks with India. But at the last moment, they put these conditions because they know they cannot face India with the evidence that we have of terror against them.
You know, the fact of the matter is that Pakistan has been shouting from the rooftops, you know, about India's alleged so-called, you know, support to the terrorists in Baluchistan, in Karachi and wherever. Here was a chance for them to come and present the evidence, you know, provide the clinching proof. But the simple fact is they have no such evidence. These are wild and unsubstantiated allegations. And, you know, Pakistan has chickened out of coming and presenting facts because it knows it is going to be hit back with a deluge of dossiers. And it is going to be facing irrefutable evidence of its misdeeds. And there is a live prisoner who has been singing like a canary. Quite obviously, Pakistan wanted to chicken out of this. It was looking for any excuse,
absolutely,
however
Major General
desperate,
Bakshi,
to
it
get
is a
out of
complete
these
surrender.
Peace talks.
Major General Bakshi, it's a complete surrender by Nawaz Sharif, and that too to the Pakistan army. Let me get in General Chaudhary. Now, General Roy Chaudhary, just a very quick question from you, that isn't it what Pakistan wanted all along, to sabotage talks? Because what Nawaz Sharif had promised in UFA, he did not perhaps take into the account what Rawalpindi would be reacting to after he went back home. We've seen how the ceasefire violation started. We've seen how Gurdaspur and Udhampur attacks had happened. It was all along a tactic to provoke India.
Yes, of course. I mean, there's nothing new in this. I don't know why we are. I don't know why we are getting surprised. This has always been Pakistan's normal tactics, and I think we are used to it now. And I, for one, am extremely happy, and I'm extremely happy that India has taken a firm line that Kashmir shall not be discussed. It is only terrorism and terrorism only. And we will not talk about Kashmir.
Not only that, General Roy Chaudhary, we've also said there can only be two stakeholders in this talk, that is India and Pakistan, and no room for third party. Sushant Sareen, how do you see India stand at this moment? Because we have been very firm last time when the Foreign Secretary level talks had to be cancelled, but Pakistan tried to engage with separatists. This time again, India has taken a different route, saying that it is, you are welcome to come and talk terror, but as far as Kashmir is concerned, as far as separatist engagement is concerned, that will not be allowed.
You know, in a manner of speaking, there was what India did was smart diplomacy. And I say this because after the talks were cancelled, number one, when Mr. Modi first invited Nawaz Sharif, he actually set a cat among the pigeons because the Pakistanis didn't know how to react. Anyways, Nawaz Sharif came, and then when in August last year India cancelled the talks, the Pakistanis used that as a way to tell the rest of the world that, look, you know, the Indians are being very obstinate, obdurate, and that we want to talk, and talks is the only way out. I think the Pakistani bluff was in a sense called in UFA, where the two prime ministers met. They came up with a roadmap, and India told them, okay, fine, you want to talk, we'll talk on all other issues, but let us first talk on the issue on which we agree, which is terrorism and border management. So please come over and let's talk about it. And I think that is what got the Pakistanis all nonplussed. They didn't know how they would come out here and talk only on terrorism, although they could, when you talk terrorism, the issue of Kashmir would certainly come up, because Kashmir is a place where Pakistani-sponsored terrorism is rampant. So obviously that would have come up, and then the Pakistanis could have, put whatever pitch they wanted to put on it. But that was not the objective. The objective was to badmouth India, tell the rest of the world that, look, India is being obstinate. But by calling their bluff, I don't think the Pakistanis have any feet to stand on anymore. So now you will probably go into the next stage of, this diplomatic pantomime which has been going on by the Pakistanis. And I'm sure that the Indian establishment would be aware of what the Pakistanis are up to. And they will take the necessary countermeasures, including engaging the rest of the world and letting them know that the Pakistani bluff was called, the Pakistanis have been shown for what they are worth.
And the opportunities are around the corner, Sushant Sareen, because the next meet between the prime ministers of both the countries would be at the UN convention. Let me also go across to General Roy Chaudhary, who's with us. General Chaudhary,
no, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, Sartaj Aziz has already said that he will be taking up the terror dossier that he was flagging off yesterday in the news conference and taking it to the NSA at the UN sidelines of the UN meet.
No, unless Sartaj Aziz wants to act like a court, a clerk who chases somebody with a subpoena, and he's going to be chasing Mr. Doval out there, or waiting in, wait that Mr. Doval would be coming and he'll hand over the dossier. As a subpoena is normally handed over to people. If the Pakistanis want to hand over the dossier, they can hand it over to the Indian High Commissioner or just courier it to, the NSA's office in Delhi.
Well,
so
the question remains...
it's a tamasha they want to create. That's not going to happen.
Well, the question remains, Sushant Sareen, is whenever the meeting happens, now UN would be the next opportunity, but if the meeting happens, can Pakistan be trusted again, General Roy Chaudhary?
I think we should stop meeting Pakistan on the sidelines of any event. We should be talking to them one-to-one. If they want to talk, we should be clear about what we have to say. Like we said about Kashmir, Kashmir will not be discussed. But I think there is no point talking to Pakistan on the sidelines of any event.
Well, General Roy Chaudhary, and Pakistan has shown that how, be it when India is extending its hand for diplomacy, be it when the Prime Minister was sworn in, or be it the fact that we had seen at UFA agreement, time and again India has extended its hand of friendship, but it's Pakistan that does not want to reciprocate.